Hi, everyone. Today we're going to look at the Syncly platform and how you can use Syncly to create integrations across your legal technology stack without the need for code. Let's jump in and create a new integration workflow. And we're asked to select our source and our target, so where the data starts and where the data finishes. If we choose our source connector, these connectors are what Syncly builds out for you, and that's a growing library of supported platforms. And in this instance, we're going to choose our SharePoint instance. And I'm going to choose a location within SharePoint or a site within SharePoint called Westpac Portal, and the draft, actually, we'll choose the draft files folder. We just repeat that process for the target connector, and this time we're going to choose HiQ, and we're going to choose the HiQ site called Syncly UAT, and the folder within there called Outer. Okay, then we're able to choose the workflow type or the direction and how the data flows between the source and the target. So the main difference here is really that a move is almost like a migration. It's able to delete the data at the end of the movement, but we're going to choose a copy. So we're just going to take the data and create a copy of it in our HiQ site. We're then able to further refine this workflow with some options, and you can see that some of those things are around maintaining subfolder structures and so on. We're going to deselect all of this. So basically, I want to bring across just the files. I can further refine that and add a filter that says, of all of the files in that source location, I do not want to sync files that have an owner of Stuart. And if we click next, we're now able to choose to be alerted or not. If we do want to get an alert around this workflow, it might be just simply alert me when the workflow is completed. But more interestingly is to say, alert me when this workflow has moved in its lifetime, more than 100 gigabytes. Remembering this could be a two-way synchronization that's running for a year. So I want to maintain and keep track of how that data is moving across our organization. And I can also optionally add somebody to receive an email alert as well. Finally, we can have this workflow running in real time. So Syncly is constantly looking for new information to synchronize. We can have it running at a certain time or day of the week. For example, if we're choosing to synchronize WIP balances for our client portal, that might only be up to date and reconciled on a weekend. We're going to choose manual, and we finally save and give that a name. And now we go to our workflow list. So we can see that it's currently in inactive state. We're going to choose run. Syncly is going to jump into life now and start to poll that target and source locations and make sure that there's no conflicts, no errors, and it's going to start to move that document or those documents across into HiQ for us. So if we have a look at that, see that it's already done that, it's already grabbed those things to prove that this is happening in real time. The date is as it is right now. And if I go in to HiQ and have a look at my Outer folder, again, you'll see that those files have been moved across. So lots of use cases for Syncly. If you've got any questions or are interested to know more, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks.